here. You're ready. Welcome to my world.
Welcome back, YouTube. It's I'm Ghost of Sparta, and I'm here with another fantastic review for you guys. We have Mafex number 134, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Spider-Gwen. We're going to be reviewing this figure, making sure we take a look at sculpt, paint apps, articulation, and accessories. And so that way you know if this figure is worth being on your shelf. Now, please, guys, it doesn't take much, but before we start the review, if you could please just hit that like button so that way we could beat the YouTube algorithm and we can get this video spread out to more collectors out there. I'm pretty sure you want to help out a collector, show them more channels so that way they can get more reviews under their belt so they know what they're buying. And also make sure to follow also my Instagram and my other pages. The links will be in the description below. All those things help, and remember to subscribe. Doesn't cost much, but it does help out the channel. With all that being said, let's get to those size comparisons. So we have this. What's going on here? Deadpool, what are you doing? I need you to stand back up and get into the lineup, please. We're doing a size comparison, and you're over here trying to flirt with Spider-Gwen. Get your ass back in line. Alrighty, so now we have the size comparisons here with our main figure lines. We have NECA, we have ImagineWorks, we have SH Figuarts, we have Hasbro, and we also have the Lightning Collection. This figure is very thin, small, so I think it scales well due to the way that they kind of portrayed it in the actual movie. If you guys have any questions or you think you need me to try to find another scale figures, let me know in the comments below. But let's get to the actual review. So now that we got Spider-Gwen in hand, we could take a look at the figure and its paint apps and the sculpt work they did. Now the sculpt work is very nice. It has a very nice feminine figure. You could tell this is obviously a female body. It's not like they just reused a male body, you know, maybe sculpted the chest a little bit different. No, they really went to town and kind of made this look more of like a feminine figure to give it that, you know, I guess teenage girl look in a sense. So we have Gwen Spidey here. The costume looks on point from what I can see. There on the pants, it kind of feels textured. You could see that it kind of looks like, to me, it looks like that carbon fiber kind of texture where it has like the little diamonds in it. Same thing up with the abdomen and also for the bra area. But the overall feel of this figure feels really nice. Feels very good quality. It does kind of feel a little bit flimsy, but not too much. I mean, you could feel that the build quality is very nice there. As for the paint, I feel that the paint is rubbing off because if you can see, the neck is white. And let me pull this off real quick. So you can see right here that there is some paint rub going on right there, and that's due to the actual hoodie because the hoodie is pink. It doesn't have like that spider, what do you call it? The spider web kind of pattern inside. Let me just take this out because there is I wanted to show you guys the magnet. So there's a magnet on each of the heads because she comes with two heads. We'll go over in the accessory portion, and then there's a magnet actually in the hoodie, so that way it stays in the hoodie and doesn't fall out. So this just snaps back on, no problem. Got to make sure that it lines up right. Flat. This part is actually not supposed to come off. It's kind of like if you have an SH Figuarts. I think some of the Ginyu Force characters come with that, like Captain Ginyu or Nappa. They have that little piece right there, so that way you can put the head on right. So other than that, the figure is really nice. We have the nice little ballet shoes that she wears as well, so that's some good detail. And more about the detail, like I said, has the carbon fiber look. We have the pink here, or the red with the webbing in there, but I would wish they would have done it in the hood, but I can understand why they weren't able to do that. So all in all, it's a very nice figure. So far, not that many gripes, but let's take a look at the articulation. Head moves up, moves down, swivel, arm rotation, hinge, bicep swivel, bend at the elbow, swivel, hinge, diaphragm back, forward, side to side, waist swivel, leg kicks forward, leg kicks back, bend at the knee, swivel, hinge, Spidey spread. So now we're at the accessory portion of Gwen Spidey, and as you can see, she actually comes with 8 pairs of hands. She has those relaxed hands that came with her in the package. I didn't opt to take those out or off of her to put them in this lineup, but you could see she does come with some magnetic open palm hands that you could use to stick her on any, like your refrigerator or somewhere if you want to do some photography with it. She can stick onto basically anything that's metal. And then you have some more open palm hands. You have some nice closed hands that can hold the web accessories that we'll go over in a little bit. Then she has the whipping hands, which is the Spider-Man's normal posing for when he whips his web out. And then she has also closed fisted hands, and then she also has another pair of her shoes, which these shoes, you're asking what's the difference. They have magnets on them, so that way you can use it as well in conjunction with the hands that she has that are magnetic, so that way she can be posed on something, you know, or she looks like she's climbing a wall or what have you. So with that being said, let's go to the rest of the accessories. Real quick before we do go to the rest of the accessories, I did like the fact that Mafex included these nice little hand holders. I don't know what else to call them, but there's just pieces of plastic that they use, so that way you can insert the hand and you can basically keep them nice and organized and which pairs go to what. So I did like that Mafex gave us that. I wish more action figure companies would do that, because this does come in handy and it helps be able to organize everything and keep everything in the same, instead of you having to put everything in just in a plastic bag and then try to sift through it. These keep them nice and secure. So just wanted to throw okay, so I did have to turn off one of the lights because I needed some contrast here, because most of all of her things are white. So here's the webbing that she comes with. She comes with a few different kinds. We have this one that she can hold in her hand using the web holding hands that are slightly closed, and then she has another one that's like that has the little L shape. Oh no, this one doesn't. So it's just one that has the little L shape. Oh, here it is. I'm sorry. So she has two that they can do that with. So she has two of those that are different lengths, and then she has the whipping ones, the ones that are like if she's shooting like a spider ball or spider web in someone's eyes. Those are here. You get two of those, and then you also get two of these ones here that are a little bit longer, like if she's whipping it to the edge of a building to swing away. So you get six. You basically get two pairs of different lengths for her to be able to be posed with if she's, you know, web swinging or anything like that. So I thought that was really nice. I mean, these are pretty easily made from what I understand, and they're pretty much all the same. There's really no difference. I wish these were more of like a clear looking plastic, other than just a straight white plastic, you know, that's been molded into this, because it doesn't give any kind of realism to it, in my opinion. But that's fine. I mean, this is kind of like the cartoon version, so I'll let that pass. So we'll go on to the rest of the accessories. So I'm noticing a lot of action figure companies are starting to basically pair up a lot of the figures with these non-movable figures with no articulation or little statues. SH Figuarts does it with the few, like they did with Tien and Chaozu when they first ran, and they also did it with the Guinea Force with Goldo and Birder. So this guy does have some articulation. You're able to move the head side to side, up and down, and his arms are able to rotate, and you can also unpeg the arm and switch it for some of the other arms that he comes with. So he does have some variety. Just gotta peg it in there, and then you have him whipping, you know, web at you. But he can't stand on his own. They give you this little clear plastic piece, so that way he can stand, because he is very top heavy due to the fact of his piggy like head. I just noticed a little tail. Yes, he has a costume piece for his tail. That's kind of cute. So you can mix and match which hands you want to use. I like the idea of this. I just don't like the fact that they're not articulated. If you're going to throw in an extra figure, I want to say articulate it a little bit more and give it ability to stand. I mean, that's great that they thought about the fact that he's going to be too top heavy, and they gave us the little plastic piece, but come on, they could have done a little bit better. But I think it's due to the fact that this is a smaller figure, or actually a smaller character, because he is actually pretty small in the actual movie. I'm just making sure I didn't break him. So he is a smaller character in the actual movie, so I can kind of understand why they went this route. I mean, it is a cost saving thing, but I mean, if you're paying $100 plus for a figure, I mean, they could have done a little bit better than that. So, but the paint apps on this guy's pretty nice. They got all the detail right. You can see the webbing. So I thought that was really neat. So we'll move him out of the way, and we'll go to the last part of the accessories. So here's the last part of the accessories, which is the interchangeable faces and head sculpts. So this is the one that came on with her in package. Nice big round eyes. What's funny is due to the magnet, you kind of have to turn the head inside of it so that it can flip out. So it has the nice big eyes. Here's the hood, and then you have this head, which has more of a squinted eye look. So it can kind of look like she's concentrating, you know, on a specific move, or she's, you know, questioning something. So these both have magnets in the back of them, so you're able to place one or the other inside the little hoodie. Now the last bit she does get, last two head sculpts, she has this piece, like if she threw the hoodie down and then she revealed her face by taking off her mask. You get two face sculpts here. They almost look very similar, but you can tell that one of them has like a smiley face and then the other one has like a smirking face. So you can see there, the paint apps on these are beautiful. You can see the two different hair colors and shades. We can see the blonde and also the shading that they were to put in there. So it looks really nice. You can see the color of her eyes are nice and blue. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, they're nice and blue. And I think they got the likeness of the character from the actual movie down pat. So I appreciate Mafex doing the extra that they do with these figures, because I mean, these are a premium figure and I think these are done very fantastically. So we reached the portion of the review where I give you guys my final thoughts of the figure, which is the reason why you guys watch these reviews, is to see what we are really thinking as a collector. You know, collectors are watching this. I'm a collector. I'm pretty sure my opinion would matter because you collect too and you want to hear what other collectors think. So this figure is really nice. As for articulation and style, it would look beautiful on the shelf. The paint apps, the sculpt, all of that combined together makes this figure really outstanding for it. Now, as for any gripes that I have for this figure, I would just be careful with some of the joints, because when you interchange the hands, it does have that longer peg. So just make sure to be very careful when you're interchanging hands or feet, because that peg can snap depending on how they made it. Sometimes they make it real flimsy, sometimes they don't. This figure comes with a plethora of accessories, so that way you can get every pose. This figure comes with a plethora of accessories, that way you can pose it in any kind of style you would like. It has enough hands so you can get the right pose that you want as well. And I feel that the scale is done extremely well. I don't have any of the other Into the Spider-Verse figures to compare it to. This is my first one, so please don't berate me too much in the comments, but I really enjoyed posing this figure. As you can see with some of the photos that I am kind of panning through in this little bit of me talking, and I do like the fact that we did get Mr. Spider-Ham himself. I thought that was a neat addition to this, because you know, they could have thrown that in. It would have been cool if they would have came with like a base or a gargoyle head, so that way she can stand on and use the actual magnetic feet. That's another great aspect of this figure, that they give you the magnetic portions, so that way you can have her basically look like she's climbing a wall, or however you want to pose her with the magnetic accessory. So all in all, this is a great figure. I give it like a 9 out of 10. I think we would have pushed it off more to a 10 if it gave us, I think, like maybe a spider sense like effect. That would have been great. Or also like a hoodie that can fit with her actual normal face. That would have been great, because this hoodie does not fit with the other two faces when she's unmasked. So that would have been nice as well. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Please hit that like button. It really helps out the channel, and it helps us beat the YouTube algorithm, so more collectors out there can see these reviews, and it would help out the channel immensely. Make sure to subscribe as well. My goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. I got like 30 days to do that. If we don't make it, that's fine, but just please help out the channel and subscribe, and I'll see everybody on the next review.